Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Now, in the last lesson we completed this petal, so now isn't it beautiful? So now what we want to do is add that third row, which are those little loops of 7, and we're going to do that all around, because now what we're going to do, what those loops will allow us to do, is to join them together to make that a kind of swimwear top. Now on the left side, on the right side, you'll see that we have this one, which is a little bit different, because if you notice, on the outside we have bigger loops, but in the middle are 2 smaller loops and then another large loop. Now this will make it easier, and this is actually the easiest way to do this, especially if you're a beginner. It will be easier to join these together if you do it this way. You know, something like this, a tube top or a strapless top. So these are the 2 methods. So we'll be working on this design. As you know, we'll be working on that one, and you will see that pretty soon. But we're going to start with this because I think this is the easiest way to put it together, a tube top style. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're closing off that very last petal. We insert the needle into that very first chain right under there, under that stitch, and we go in, go under, grab the lead, pull through, and we are doing a slip stitch. Your flower is 1, 2, 3 complete, and there you go. So now we're ready to start those loops. We are starting off with the design on the right, and that's the one with the 2 larger loops on the outside and the 2 smaller ones on the inside. But first, let's set this up. What you want to do is, you notice those 2 first chains on the petal. We're going to go under the first chain right there, grab the lead, pull it through, and do a slip stitch. Again, on the second chain, we go under that second chain, grab the lead again, pull through, and another slip stitch. Now we're ready to do those loops. Now we're going to make 7 chains, so let's go ahead and do 7 chains. And there you go, 7 again. So what we want to do now is count along the top of that petal and find chain number 4. Go onto chain number 4, slip your needle under the 4th chain, grab the lead, pull through, and slip stitch. All right, we need 7 more chains, so let's go ahead and do that. And 7. Again, we find the second chain on that petal. On the next petal, we find the second chain, go under. Again, you know the deal, grab the lead and pull through, we do a slip stitch. Now right here we are going to do 11 chains. That makes the bigger loop, 11 chains. So let's go ahead and count off 11 chains. We're at chain number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, again we move to that 4th or 5th chain on that petal. Go ahead, go under and pull your thread through. Grab that lead, pull through. There you go. And we're going to continue with this. So again, we're going to be doing 2 smaller loops. So these are chains of 7. There you go, 7 chains. And we are going to find that second chain on the next petal. You pull through again, it's another slip stitch right there. We do 7 more. Again, it's around the 4th or 5th chain. You go under and pull through. Would be the 4th, and there you have it. Now again, we are going to do another bigger loop, which is 11 chains, and that's how we are going to be able to get that square shape, so that we're able to attach these little cute little flowers together to make your top. As you can see, I'm getting my thread from a piece that I've done before. Wasn't really used, didn't like the direction that this was going, so I decided to reuse it. Now look at this. You can go ahead and try to complete it. Remember 7 7 11 7 7 11, and complete that. When we come back, we'll finish up. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish off that last loop. It will be 11 chains on this one. Look at that. It's coming together really nicely. There you go. And you can see how easy it will be to attach these together to form a nice top. So to complete this row, we are going to go ahead and create 11 chains. As you can see, sometimes mistakes are made. You just have to keep your count and start all over. We are going for 11. That's the count. And we find that very first chain that we started from. So we go in, insert the needle there, grab the lead and pull through. Again, we make a slip stitch. There you go. And this one is completed. And the one thing you have to do with crochet is you have to make sure that thread is secure. So I like to do an extra slip stitch so that we make it quite secure, because the last thing you want is you do all this work and at the end of the day, because it's not secured properly, you have some unraveling going on. We don't need that. Now what you want to do is secure this thread somewhere in the back. You turn it over to the wrong side and find a little loop anywhere in there. Anywhere in there, and you go ahead, grab your thread through it. You keep that loop quite big where the needle is. Grab the end of it, pull it through. Be very gentle with it because you do not want to mess with the design on the right side. You can trim that right now because you are finished. Now, as you can see, it looks more like a square. Again, it will be easy to link together all these little petals once we are through. So there you have it. And when we come back, we are going to join these together to make your cute little top. Go ahead and practice, because as you know, we have a lot of things to work on. See you in the next one. Walk good.